Are you telling people about your struggle, your trauma, your drama just to tell them? Or are you telling them because you really do want to hear their insight, because you really do think they can truly provide you with information that will help you move through your struggle, your trauma? I realized as I was going through my divorce and talking to friends and family that I was telling people my side of the story, how I was feeling, how it was all my ex-husband's fault. I realized that I was telling people to just tell them, to keep the drama going, to keep the victim stage going. I realized that wasn't helpful. And here's why that's not helpful. First of all, if the person you're telling can't provide you any insight, or you're just speaking at them about the situation and they're not able to provide feedback, insight, or be honest with you about what you're telling them, then it's not helpful. Then that's how you know you're just telling them to tell them. If you're not going to allow them to provide you feedback, and if it's not a person that you should trust what they say because they have good character, good experiences, have been through the same situation and have survived it and thrived through it, and maybe it's not even a person you should listen to. So if you don't trust the person, you don't want to hear their insight, you're just talking at them, and you just want them to agree with you, then you are still in the victim stage and you are just telling it to tell it. You're not telling it for self-reflection and growth, because you're not listening to someone that you trust and you're not taking their insight as critical information that can help you go through this process. So it's not helpful to that person because you're just talking at them. You're telling them to tell them. You're not telling them for a productive reason that will push you along further on your journey. And it's not good for them, right? And that's not good for them. If you're doing that, you're basically throwing up all your negativity onto them. You are using your negative energy, and that is now affecting them in a negative way. I feel like I need to severely and vehemently apologize to a couple of my best friends who were there for me during this stage, because how in the hell they stuck around while I was still in victim stage, blaming my ex-husband for everything and not taking any accountability, and they still stood by me, is beyond me. They are my personal angels on this earth, and I'm forever indebted and grateful for these friendships, and they are now my ride or die. But if you're just telling them to tell them, and it's not a productive interaction, a productive exchange of information where they are now going to give you some insight that's going to help you push through this tough, difficult time in your life, then it's not good for them. And it's not good for you because you are not getting any productive information that helps you move forward. You're not getting any information. You're not wanting to receive any information that will help you reflect and improve and grow to the best version of yourself. This is not a stage that you need to be telling someone all of your feelings and thoughts, because in this victim stage, you don't even accurately know what you are feeling. You're still processing those feelings. So when you're talking to a friend, talking at a friend, and not wanting any critical feedback from them, and you're just wanting to talk at them and vent to them, you don't even really know what you're saying yet because you haven't processed your feelings yet, because that happens internally. At some point, it's a very productive interaction with a friend, a family member, a counselor, someone that can help you through this and be your sounding board of reason. But if you're not even reasonable yet because you're not taking any accountability because you're still in the victim stage, then you're just telling information to tell it. And that is not helpful. It's not productive for you. It's not productive for your friend. Another problem with this is if you are wanting, you know your divorce is over. You need to move on. How is this helpful? For you to be in your day, going through your day, having all these thoughts, feelings, and emotions already that you're trying to process and alleviate and work through and manipulate and surrender to and accept and push through so you can get on the other side. You're already having all these thoughts and feelings and emotions and you're talking to possibly a divorce attorney, possibly your ex-husband as you're working through this process with him. So then when you have your own time, your other time, your time with friends and family, why are you bringing that part of your life into this positive part of your life? This is your time to start rebuilding. This is your time to have some positivity in your life, because obviously a divorce is very difficult and you're already going through that in this part of your day. So when you are with your loving part of the day, you're with your friends, your family, your positivity, your volunteer activity, your coaching assignment that you are passionate about, don't talk to those people you interact with in all of those different organizations, all those different avenues, all those different places. Don't talk to those people about your negativity that you haven't even processed yet, because now your whole day is about that. That's not helpful to you. Remember, the entire part of this healing process, as you're going through a divorce, as you're going through any life event that is so traumatic like this, the end goal is for you to become the best version of yourself. So you have to watch out for yourself. You have to start being accountable for how you're treating yourself. You have to start being accountable for the thoughts and actions that you are partaking in. So if you're having a difficult time throughout the day, dealing with everything that's happening with the divorce proceedings, with the separation, with your husband leaving you, with your husband wanting a divorce, with you wanting a divorce, it doesn't have to be only if your husband leaves you. You can have all these same feelings if you want out of the marriage. You're still losing that marriage, right? So as you're having a hard day dealing with all of that, fast forward to later on in the evening, you're meeting your girlfriends for dinner, for drinks, for an outing. Don't bring that up. Let that be a positive part of your evening. That takes a lot of self-control. It's difficult. It's not easy, but you need to start balancing your life to where you have more positive interactions for yourself, especially as you're starting to heal, because so much of the divorce proceedings is negative, is traumatic, is stressful, is emotional. And even if it's going to be a positive situation with you getting out of this divorce, it's still difficult. So when you are dealing with that during the day or in the evening or in your other life, away from your friends and family and away from your positive interactions, your positive outings, don't bring that into your positive part of your life. At some point, you are more through the victim stage and you have processed your feelings and you know how you're feeling and you can express it. And you can express it in a productive manner that isn't just telling it to tell it. When that happens, it's not so draining on yourself to live that. And it's not so draining on your friends and families to relive that. Make sure you're not telling your side of the story to just tell it. It keeps the melodrama going in your mind, and that's not helpful. It keeps the negativity going in your mind, and that's not helpful. Remember, you're trying to get out of the victim stage. You have to hold yourself accountable for what you allow yourself to do through this process. You have to start watching your actions and making sure that you are not just telling it to tell it, that there's a productive reason behind that. And when you start watching your actions, your thoughts, and start making sure that you are acting in the best interest of your healing, you start growing and you start going through it. You start growing through that process, that healing process. So look at what you're doing today. Look at what you're telling your friends and family. Are you telling it just to tell it? If you are, stop. Process your own feelings. Sit with your own feelings. And then when you are at a place to take accountability and take insightful advice from people that you trust, and you can truly look at that information, look at it critically, and then use it in a productive manner, that might be the time to start talking to friends, families, other people about your situation, because you can use that information constructively and they can be honest with you because you're being honest with yourself finally. Make sure and don't tell it just to tell it. It's not good for you. It's not good for your process. And it's not good for those that are there for you. It's not good for those that are there to care about you and help you through this process. It's very draining on them as well.